Hi, this is Loretta, and Happy New Year again. I'm filming a video this time for a really cute, I'm really excited about this, you guys, because it's kind of all the rage, which is the stuffed paper bags or the stuffed envelopes. So I'm really excited to do my version of that using the Paper Dream, which is a set of printables that are designed by Genevieve Designs. And if you guys haven't checked her out, I'm going to encourage you now to do so. I'm going to leave a description to her channel and to the Paper Dream printables in the description bar down below, as well as to her Etsy shop. She designs templates that are designed to create all different types of mini albums. But there's so much more that you can do with these templates, and I'm going to show you one of those projects today. Anyway, I'm going to be using an older collection. I'm going to be using Bella Rouge, and I'm also going to be using Everyday Vintage. I will put timestamps in the description bar down below, so you can skip over the parts that you don't want to watch of this video, and you can go straight to the construction of the bag if you'd like to. But I'm going to talk for just a second about the Paper Dream template for those of you who aren't familiar with it. And I do mine a little bit different than Genevieve does. Again, I will encourage you to go to her channel. The Paper Dream, that it is a set of printables that look like this, that you print them out and you cut them out and you use them to create different projects. So, and on her channel, she goes over how she does her workbook, exactly how to cut them out. Very, very detailed channel and super fun to watch. So you guys, again, go check that out. So let's get straight to this. You're going to need one of page 2. Then on page 3, you're either going to need one page 3 on cardstock and 2 onto patterned paper, or you could do 1 on patterned paper and 2 on cardstock. You just need to have a total of 3 page number 3s, okay? Then you're also going to need 2 of page 46. So then we're going to start trimming these out. On the patterned ones, the 2 patterned papers, you're going to trim off all 3 of these flaps. On the cardstock one, you're going to trim off the large flap. On page number 2, you're going to trim off one of the flaps. It doesn't matter which one. On page number 46, you're going to trim this bottom section off, but don't discard this bottom section because we're going to use it. And then on these, you're going to get 4 of these out of each one because you're going to make a cut here, 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 and here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all of that out, and then I'll be back. Here are the pages cut out. This is page number 3. These are the 2 with all of the flaps cut off. And then this is the one where the top portion has been cut out. Then we also have page number 46. This is where we kept the leftover piece. And these are where we cut the pieces out. And here is page 2 with the long flap cut out. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to score all of these. So I'm going to go back and score those and fold them. I'm going to score these. Now that these pieces are all trimmed out, I'm going to take these from page 46, and 2 of these pieces I'm going to trim these top little triangles off of. And now what I'm going to do, one fold this way, and then one fold the other way. I'm going to make those lines really crisp. And I come out with something that looks like that. Okay? And I'm going to do that with all of these pieces. Then, not these pieces, but these other pieces that we've done, page number 3, page number 2, and also these long page number 3, I'm going to go ahead and ink just the outside edges because those are the only ones that are going to show. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've gone ahead and applied score tape to these pieces. This bottom piece is number, I'm going to go ahead and scoot these over. This bottom piece is number 3, and I attached score tape to 3 of the sides, leaving this top one open. Then on the ones that we did the mountain valley folds on, I adhered score tape to one side of that, but I only went up a little over halfway on this side, and I'll show you why. We're going to attach these strips right here. The one thing that you want to make careful of is that if you put whichever edge you put, you want to be consistent. In other words, you want the fold to be in the same spot in all of these. At any rate, we're going to put this together like so. So I've got score tape on those pieces. Then, on this top piece right here, that's going to go right here, all I need is score tape on this very bottom, and that's just to reinforce. So I'm going to go ahead and put score tape, and I thought I would show you guys how I adhere score tape. I mean, probably a lot of you guys know this already, but I just find it to be a quick and easy way to do this. I'm going to have to turn this so I can see what I'm doing, but I just lay my score tape down, and I'm going to run it across the bottom. Wait. Make sure that your side is correct. This is going to be to the inside, and that other is going to be to the outside. So make sure that you have that right, you guys. And then I just lay my score tape along the seam that I'm going to do. And then I just take my ruler, lay it in there, and just tear that right off. And that way I don't have to bother around with so many different steps. So the first thing that I'm going to do is remove one side and the bottom, and I'm going to very carefully, let's wait a minute here. I'm going to take a glue stick and go along this line, just to give me a little bit of a minute here. Now, I'm going to very, very carefully line this up because it's very important that this is lined up. Is this next strip that has the partial score tape on it, and I'm going to align that Make sure that all of that is perfectly aligned. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this upside down where I can see this edge right here. And I'm just going to cut that off. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. We're going to take this score tape off of here, and we're going to line this up really, really good with the glue stick. Now I'm going to line this up really, really well onto this base that I've made. And it should line up pretty good without having any gaps, and it does. And I'm just going to burnish this. But this is going to be our opening right here, where we can put our goodies in there. And we've got gussets on this side to give us a little bit of room. And now we're going to attach this pocket. I'm going to go ahead and attach these gussets down here. Attach those. Alright, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, and I'm going to burnish that down. Put some score tape . Now let's attach this pocket. We're going to burnish that down real good. And now we have another pocket that's got some room on it. And now this last pocket, I am not going to do the gussets on. We're going to attach this one the same way as we have the others. You know what though? I'm going to go ahead and cut a mat for this before I attach this. Okay? So this is page number 3. So page number 2. So we're going to go ahead and get the mat and get that cut. And I will give you the page number of the mat in just 1 second. So your mat number is page 18. Now I'm ready to attach this pocket. And everything just lines up so nice and neat with this template. See that? Everything is just perfect, and I love it because I don't have to do any measuring or guesswork or any of that. This page that's left over from this page 46, I'm going to score this 2 inches down. If I can find my scoreboard. Score this 2 inches down. And then I'm going to get a piece of chipboard to attach that to. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to trace it out and cut it out. Do is I'm going to measure down 2 inches on this piece of cardboard. So I've got my Tim Holtz ruler. I'm going to do this in a couple of spots. Measure 2 inches down. We're going to take an X-Acto knife and ever so gently we're going to place a cut. And I'm not going to apply much pressure because the object is not to go through the chipboard. The object is to score the top of the chipboard so that it will fold nicely. Bend this back, see, and sure enough, that does the trick. That folds nicely. I've also chosen a piece of patterned paper. I'm going to take that same piece that we've been working with, and again, I'm going to trace it out, cut it out, and ink it. Score this at 2 inches, just like we have the other pieces. We're going to attach this piece to this, and our patterned paper needs to go this way with the fold up onto our piece of chipboard that we cut, and then this piece is going to go on the back of the chipboard that we cut as a reinforcement. So I'm going to attach all of this together with score tape to make it nice and strong, and then I'll be back. Now that I've got the piece of pattern paper and the piece of craft cardstock attached to the back of this, so I'm going to go ahead and put the score tape on here. Now that that's done, I've gone ahead and punched 2 circles out. So the first thing that I want to do is attach this piece of lace right center to the back of this. Then I'm going to attach this second piece of lace to the base. So I'm going to go ahead and take my fabric tack. Really attach that down well with this circle. And I'll go ahead and put some fabric tack right here. Oh, that's not, see, I'm not good at centering. That's not centered at all. Shouldn't have done that. Oh well, it's not going to matter. You're not going to see it's going to be the back of it, see? It's just going to stand it up. Oh, y'all might want to be a little more careful than I was. And then, you guys are not going to be able to see this probably, but I'm going to do the same exact thing with this piece of lace. I'm going to attach it and then glue that circle over the top of it, and then let that dry really, really good so that'll be nice and sturdy. So the next thing that we need to do is mat this bottom pocket. And I want to go with 1/8 of an inch, so you will find that mat on page 20 of the printable. Now we're going to adhere this piece. And there you go, guys. There is the base to our stuffed, well, it's not really a paper bag or an envelope, is it? But it's our stuffed faux paper bag. So you have a pocket here, and then you have a gusseted pocket here. So this will fit a pretty good bit of goodies. Then you have another gusseted pocket here that'll fit a pretty good bit of goodies. Then on the back, you've got this little jewel, so that when your people get this in their mail, they will be able to display it in their craft room. So now I've just got to get to the point of decorating this up and stuffing it, and we'll go from there.